Because it's just like they say one thing and they mean another thing, and they're like, do this, and then, no, don't do this.
And I think that everybody gets over everything eventually. That's what I've learned. In the years of doing this, it's just, people get over it.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You know? Or they're like kissing you, and then they push you off of them, and then I'm like, but why? What's going on?
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. My health is most important. My family is most important. But at the same time, I just want to be happy. So if that's me just being myself, then I don't really care.
All right, let's cut to the chase. Selena Gomez just dropped a lyrical bombshell and the internet is losing its mind. Why? Because these lyrics aren't just songs, they're confessions. And the biggest shock? Justin Bieber is right at the center of it. You see, Selena's latest album is packed with not-so-subtle jabs at past relationships. But one track in particular, You Said You Were Sorry, is hitting different. And for good reason, because the moment people heard it, they knew. This wasn't just about heartbreak, this was about Justin. And when you connect the dots, the truth is way messier than we thought. So, what exactly did Selena reveal? And how does it connect to one of Justin's most infamous songs? Let's break it down. The apology that never came. Selena sings, "Yeah, I had a dream. That's all it was. Yeah, yeah, that was enough for me." Sounds innocent, right? Wrong. Because fans immediately linked this line to Justin's 2015 hit, Sorry. You know, the song where he basically tried to apologize without actually saying anything? At the time, Justin even admitted that parts of Sorry were about Selena. So, is Selena now responding 10 years later? Saying that apology was never real? It sure sounds like it. But if you think that's bad, just wait. Because You Said You Were Sorry was just the beginning. The ultimate betrayal. Selena's next track, Don't Want to Cry, doesn't just spill tea, it pours the whole damn kettle. She sings, "Left the door wide open for the whole wide world to see. Then you kissed her right in front of me like I wasn't even there." And if that doesn't make you gasp, this will. I should have caused a scene for what you've done to me. But the saddest part is, we both know I would never leave. Oof. Now let's talk about why this line hit everyone like a truck. Because this isn't just a breakup song. This question mark. This sounds exactly like what happened when Justin moved on with Hailey Bieber. Think about it. Selena and Justin's breakup was still fresh. And then, boom! Justin and Hailey were suddenly everywhere, acting like they hadn't just walked out of a decade-long relationship. And Selena, she had to watch it all unfold in real time. No closure, no warning, just done. And now she's singing about witnessing it all. That kind of heartbreak? It doesn't just go away, the toxic cycle. But the most brutal line? We both know I would never leave. Because let's be honest, we all saw it. Selena and Justin had that on again, off again, will they won't they dynamic for years. And we all knew, deep down, she should have left sooner. But she didn't. And now? Now she's finally admitting it. But here's where it gets even more interesting, because this might not just be about Justin. Is this about The Weeknd too? You see, Selena didn't just date Justin. She also had a high-profile relationship with The Weeknd, and Don't Want to Cry could be touching on both relationships, because it's not just about heartbreak. It's about ignoring red flags. And if you remember, after Selena and The Weeknd broke up, he was almost immediately spotted with Bella Hadid again. Sound familiar? The idea of watching someone move on right in front of you while you still have feelings? Yeah, Selena's been there more than once. The Spanish song that hit hard. But we're not done yet, because Selena also dropped another track, this time in Spanish. It's called Ojos Tristes, and this one? It's different. This isn't shade. This isn't a clapback. This is pure heartbreak. She sings, 2 years have passed, and I still think of you in every way. 2 years. Now, if you do the math, this could be about Justin. But some fans think it's about someone else entirely. And here's where things get really wild, because some people believe this song might be linked to someone unexpected. Diddy! Justin Bieber, Diddy, and the industry's dark side. Okay, I know this sounds crazy, but hear me out. We all remember those old videos of Justin Bieber hanging out with Diddy. He was 15, young, impressionable, and suddenly he was acting different. And let's not forget this super uncomfortable clip. You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out. And the way Justin looks, yeah, something was off. Now, some people believe Diddy had a huge impact on Justin's mental health. And if Selena saw it all happen, could Ojos Tristes be about watching Justin struggle? It's a theory, a wild one, but with everything going on in the industry right now, maybe it's not so crazy after all. The big question. So now we have to ask, will Justin respond? Or will Selena continue telling their story one lyric at a time? Because from the looks of it, she's just getting started. Yeah, I had a dream. That's all it was. Yeah, that was enough for me. Immediately, people connected it to Bieber's infamous 2015 song, Sorry. You know, the one where he basically admitted to messing up, but in a vague, pop song kind of way. Justin even confirmed that his song was at least a little bit about Selena. Here, celebrating the release of his amazing new album, Purpose. Give it up one more time for Justin Bieber. And if you thought Sorry was deep, Don't Wanna Cry takes it to a whole new level. This one is pure heartbreak. She sings, left the door wide open for the whole wide world to see. Then you kissed her, right in front of me, like I'm not even there. I should have caused a scene for what you've done to me. The saddest part? We both know that I would never leave. This part hits different because it sounds exactly like what happened when Justin and Haley got together. That breakup was fresh, and then, boom! He was suddenly all over Haley, acting like nothing happened. And Selena, she had to watch it all go down. There was nothing she could have done. But the real gut punch, that line, we both know I would never leave. Because, let's be honest, their relationship had that toxic cycle. We all knew Selena should have left earlier, but she kept going back. And now, she's acknowledging it in her music. And here's the thing, this theme of staying despite knowing better makes us wonder, is she only talking about Justin? Or could she be referencing other past relationships too? Let's not forget, Selena also dated The Weeknd. And in this song, she seems to blame herself for ignoring red flags. We all remember how Selena and The Weeknd were together. And then shortly after, he was seen back with Bella Hadid. Could this be her looking back at that situation too? The idea of watching someone move on right in front of you while you still have feelings, it kind of feels like a recurring theme for her at this point. And obviously, she's referring to The Weeknd. But hold up, what if she's not just talking about him? I mean, she doesn't call him The Weeknd. I call him The Weeknd. And speaking of emotional songs, Selena also gave us another track that shook the fandom, this time in Spanish. Now I know I'm about to butcher this pronunciation, so be gentle. But, comment below how bad I did. This song, it's a heartbreak wrapped in a beautiful melody. But let's really get into these lyrics because they run deep. She sings, it's not your fault I had to leave. Please, don't look that way, baby, with those sad eyes. Sad eyes? You know I don't want to say goodbye. Don't cry, just hold me for one last time. And then 2 years have passed and I still think of you in every way. Before, they were your eyes raining in autumn, and now, they're mine. How you've changed, love. We're both happy. And now I cry. For God's sake, this one hits differently. If you ask me, this isn't shade, this is pure longing. It's like she's looking back at someone she truly loved, but had to let go. And that 2 years have passed part, that could easily match up with Justin. But also, fans think this one might be about someone else entirely. Could that someone be Diddy? Okay, hear me out. I know this sounds wild, but some people believe Justin Bieber has been through a lot in the industry, and some of that could be linked to Diddy. I mean, remember those old videos of Justin hanging out with Diddy when he was like 15? Super young, super impressionable, starting to act different. You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out. Well, I mean, you haven't. I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. And people have been side-eyeing that connection ever since. Some even think that Diddy had a huge impact on Justin's mental health. Could Ojos be Selena referencing that? Her watching Justin struggle? Alright, let's not act surprised. Selena Gomez just dropped an album, and the internet absolutely losing it. Now, it's not confirmed yet, but let's be real. The speculation is everywhere. And I had to bring it up because we're covering every angle here. But before we dive into the Justin Bieber reaction spiral, let's rewind to what Selena herself said in a recent interview. She made it very clear. Anytime I release anything, the interpretation is up to the audience. However, most of this album has nothing to do with where everyone may go to. Pause. Did you catch that? She said most, not all. That one little word? It left just enough room for the internet to spiral. Selena's moved on, she's had other relationships, and she wants people to know this album isn't just another Dear Justin saga. But let's not kid ourselves. Some of these lyrics are way too obvious to ignore. And the fact that she left a little space for speculation, she knows what she's doing. And apparently, so does Justin. Justin's reaction? Not good. While Selena is out here living her best life, Justin? Not so much. Sources close to him say he felt completely blindsided by this album. He really thought they had moved past all of this drama. But let's be honest. Have they really? Because from the looks of it, the fanbase hasn't. And apparently, neither has Justin. Word on the street is he reached out to Selena privately to ask if the songs were about him. And let's just say, that conversation did not go well. Justin wasn't just looking for clarity, he was mad. He really thought their history was buried. And now, Selena drops an album that, whether she admits it or not, has clear references to their past. But here's where it gets interesting. Selena didn't give him the answer he was looking for. Instead of reassuring him, she reportedly told him the album isn't just about him, and that she's allowed to express herself through her music. And honestly, where's the lie? The internet chooses sides again. And just like that, the internet is back at war. Team Selena is out here cheering her on, saying she has every right to tell her story. They're also calling out Justin for always playing the victim whenever Selena speaks her truth. Team Justin, they think Selena is being petty, dragging up the past just to sell records. They argue that Justin is married, has moved on, and Selena should too. But let's keep it real. Whenever Justin or Haley even breathe, people accuse them of shading Selena. Yet somehow when Selena writes about her own life, she's the one being obsessive? The double standards, y'all. At this point, the Jelena saga is a never-ending loop. Just when we think it's over, another lyric, another post, another cryptic message drags us right back in, because if Hollywood has taught us anything, the past never stays buried. So now I gotta ask, did Justin really confront Selena? Was she really shading him, or is the internet reaching?